Board-certified plastic surgeon who escaped from Iran at the age of 6, Dr. Sheila Nazarian, and retired U.S. Air Force Brigadier General John Teichert. Thank you both for coming on. General, to you first, I want to kind of point you towards your op-ed that you wrote, which was fascinating. In it, you write in part, quoting here, "Strategic interdiction strikes at the heart of a regime. It decimates its source of power and holds at risk the things that it values most. Through exquisite intelligence, keen societal and cultural awareness, and carefully strategic mapping, it targets the centers of gravity that provide the adversary's foundational elements of strength." You say that this is the military might that is used in the most impactful way. What do you mean by that, sir?
Trace, if this deal falls apart and the president is not able to get Iran to start negotiating in good faith, then those targeting ideas are what I recommend. And you want to get to the core of what makes the regime strong and what they value most. And we did a great job in the first 6 weeks of kinetic activities in focusing on operational and tactical level targets. But if we resume those kinetic activities, then I strongly recommend going after those things that matter most to the regime, because it will get their attention and will undermine their ability to stay in power.
I wonder how you think about that, Sheila Nazarian. Somebody from the inside kind of looking out. Do you think it is a good idea, if in case these talks fall apart, to go after the regime strongholds?
Trace, these talks are going to fall apart. Right now, all President Trump is trying to do is get the strait opened, get Iran to demine the strait, and get oil flowing and the price of oil down. That's just step one. Iran is never going to want to give up their nuclear ambitions or give up the uranium. It's just not going to happen. It would be a total fail on their part and a loss of face. So what's going to happen is, let's get the strait open, let's get oil prices down, let's get that stabilized, and after that, it's a new day. Iran never does what it says it's going to do. Yep. Trump understands that, and he's using the same tactic against them.
Yeah. Meantime, you had Katie McFarland, former Deputy National Security Advisor, said this about the next steps. Watch.
No nukes. Highly enriched uranium has to go somewhere else, get it out of Iran, and then the strait is open and no tolls. Those are all the terms we want. Now, if Iran agrees to those, that's a pretty darn good deal. The devil will be in the details. How do you enforce it? How do you make sure that Iran is obeying it? You can't trust them when they say, well, they're not going to build nuclear weapons, they're going to turn over their enriched uranium.
I think the overarching theme here, General, is that, yeah, you give up the dust and you open the strait, but she said the key thing there is, how do you enforce that?
Trace, it's always true that there are two things that are happening here. Number one, Iran is negotiating in bad faith. And number two, while the devil is in the details, purgatory is in the phasing. And what I mean by that is we need to make sure a deal is structured in such a way so that Iran does not get the major benefits of the deal before they give up and demonstrate a commitment to the deal. And if we see things structured in the right way, then there is a hope that the regime is incentivized to do the things we want them to do, and we can achieve our strategic objectives.
Meantime, here's former Army Special Ops Intel analyst Brett Velikovich. He said this.
And what's striking is that Iran's economy right now is the battlefield. The sanctions, the blockade pressure, shipping disruptions, they're slowly squeezing the regime from the inside out. And history shows authoritarian governments can withstand military pain for a very long time, but inflation, shortages, collapsing currency value, unemployment, they eventually hit the public in ways propaganda can't hide. And so Iran may be projecting strength abroad, but economically it's starting to look like a nation that's running on fumes.
So we know the propaganda is going to keep going forward. The question is, how long can you run on fumes if you're Iran?
They can't, and that's why there's this 60-day ceasefire. Trump knows that he can wait them out. And I'd like to say the devil isn't the details. The devil is the IRGC, and we are trying to negotiate with the devil. Not going to happen. So Trump is saying, let me get the strait open. We'll continue this ceasefire to continue to economically choke Iran. I've heard from inside Iran that they can't even pay the police officers anymore, and they're not even showing up to work. So it's in Trump's favor to wait them out and let them die off on their own.
Dr. Nazarian, General Teichert, thank you both.